Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready? I want us to give us some love for Max, so let's get it going on now, and let's start cheering for Max. Ready? Maxime, okay, he's coming. I think we should say Max, Max, Max. What do you guys think?
Max to the max.
Max, 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 Max.
It's a nice day to fight for our freedoms and to fight for what we believe. I want to thank you to be here this morning. So, we just received another bad news coming from Alberta. Jason Kenney, as you know, said a couple of weeks ago that he doesn't know what is a vaccine passport, and he won't implement any vaccine passport in his province. But today, he flip-flopped like O'Toole on the vaccine passport, and he said that he will impose a vaccine passport in Alberta, and he said that he's supporting O'Toole because O'Toole also support the vaccine passport all across the country. Shame on them, they're not conservative anymore. Now, as you know, that's the question of this election. Do you want more government control or more freedom? What do we want? Freedom! Yes, freedom. And I can tell you, we will win that battle of ideas. We will gain back our freedoms, and all that will start the 20th of September, because all our people across the country, not only here, but in New Brunswick, in BC, all across the country, people know that this election is an historical one to fight and gain back our freedoms against these authoritarian measures that they are imposing on us. We are for freedom, so we are for freedom of choice. And that's why we respect everybody, but we don't want people to be segregated because they decide, that's their decision. If somebody wants to decide that they won't have the vaccine, that's their own choice. You know, my body, my choice, our body, our choice. And we know that vaccinated people or unvaccinated people, both of them, everybody is in the same boat because everybody can spread the virus. So why doing segregation in our country? Why? You know, I won't be able to go to a restaurant in Quebec. Same thing in Alberta. It will come here in Ontario, all across the country. But in Quebec, it's okay for me to go to my church. There's no difference. Do you think that there's more viruses in a restaurant than in a church? It's not based on science. It's not based on common sense. That's fear and emergency act here across the country must end. There's no more emergency. We know what to do with that virus. If you want to take the vaccine, you can. But vaccinated people, listen to me. You're not in danger if I'm with you. Everybody must be united together under the freedom umbrella. Justin Trudeau, O'Toole, Kenny, Kenny, yeah, okay.
Battery? No, it's battery.
Okay, everybody,
The bullhorn's coming out.
it's okay. What I was saying, O'Toole, Trudeau, Kenney, Ford, they are all in the same boat. They want now, they did segregation by race, by gender, by religion, and now it will be by vaccination status. We are saying no to more segregation or to segregation in our country. No more discrimination, no more segregation, no more lockdowns. And yes, we respect our kids, like you just said. Our kids must be able to go to school without masks. That must be the choice of the parents, if they want their kids to wear a mask or not. That must be their choice, not a mandate from the government. That's the tyrannical government. That's more tyranny, and we know when tyranny becomes law, revolution becomes our duty. That's common sense revolution. That will be the question of this election. This country has been one of the freest countries in the world in the last 154 years, and now we are losing our freedoms. We cannot take for granted our freedoms anymore, and we know that without freedom there's no human dignity, there's no equality of rights, there's no economic prosperity. We are fighting for our Western civilization. We are fighting for our way of life. We are saying no to that new normal. There's no new normal. We just want to go back to our life before COVID-19. I need you, and I believe that Canadians need us also. They need that freedom voice in Ottawa. I need you because, as you know, at the last election, we had 300,000 votes. If each one of these voters can find 10 more voters, we will have 3 million votes. And if we have 3 million votes, we'll be around 16% in the polls. So, don't hesitate to stand up and speak out for your rights. Do like I did when they arrested me and cuffed and put in jail for a non-crime in Manitoba after a political gathering in a park, when the police asked me a question about, do you have any weapons? Anything that can hurt me? I was very surprised because, as you know, it was the first time that I was arrested. And so I said, weapons? No. Only my words, only my philosophy. I want you to use your words like I'm doing right now to use your words as your weapons. And we will be successful. We will win that revolution, that common sense revolution. We still have 5 days before the election. You still have time to speak to your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, your family that don't know about the PPC, because there's a lot of Canadians still that don't know that we exist. Because the mainstream media, they didn't like what we are saying. As you know, they know that if they gave us more coverage, we'll have more people that will come on our side, because we are speaking the truth based on facts and on common sense. We cannot count on the mainstream media. That's why I count on you. You can count on me and all our candidates across the country. They will be in Ottawa. I will be in Ottawa. And to do that fight, you'll have freedom fighters in Ottawa the 28th of September, because we know when they told us only 2 weeks to flatten the curve, only 2 weeks to flatten the curves, now only 5 days to flatten the lies. And I count on you. No more lies, no more lockdowns, no more lies, no more mask mandate, no more curfew, no more stay-at-home orders. We want our freedom back. And I will be there, so I count on you. And I just want to end by the quote that I like from John F. Kennedy, because that quote is the reality that we are living under tyranny right now in Canada. And John F. said, in the long history of the world, only few generations has been granted the role of defending freedom in its maximum hour of danger. You are that generation. This is your role, and now is the time. We will defend our freedom. Freedom, freedom, you know another freedom fighter, Randy started the end of John Caucus here. And Randy, the father of that movement, the father of the common sense and our freedom back, is here for you and with you, and he will fight. And I really appreciate that, Randy. We are doing that together. Thank you, Randy.